Donna, and this is my husband and my business partner all the way from Costa Rica to speak to you about this, technology, what it is doing to a lot of people and how it's helping a lot of people get to the point in their wellness bout to, help them get better to what they're trying to accomplish. First, I want to say that we are not doctors.
So if there's any doctors in the house, please, we do this because we represent cleanliness. We represent the power of holistic waters and things of that nature.
Exactly. So we are not doctors.
So
we are not chemists. Do not ask us about any prescriptions. We do not know the answer to it. We are just people who found out about this technology and we took it very, very seriously. We did a lot of research, so we're basically self-taught. You can ask us about a water molecule because we know it. We know that part, but anything else medically, we do not know that information. The name of our company that we started in 2009 is called Bealkalized. And if you're familiar with the pH chart, alkalinity versus acidity, Bealkalized is everything on the alkaline side. So if you remember the pH chart 0 through 14, which we want to get into a little bit later, 7 is neutral. Anything 7 and below is acidic, is sick. It is not good for you. So those people whose body is acidic, those people whose minds or their thoughts or anything else acidic, finances acidic, we don't represent that. We represent everything that is to the left of the pH chart, 7 and above, which is alkaline. So we want our minds to be alkaline. We want our faith in God to be alkaline. We want to be in alignment. When you're in alignment, you're alkaline. Your finances, we want those to be alkaline too. Yeah. So everything, we want you to be alkalized. So that's what we came up with, our business name, Bealkalized. And one of our mottos is healing is a process, and it begins with awareness. So this is what this whole meeting is about. It's about making you aware. Because as we start trying to make changes in our body and in our life, if we don't know what it is that's causing us the issue, we can't change it. We don't know where to detour or to make any changes. So first we have to be aware. So we're going to make you aware of the different liquids that we consume. So, we always think, well, what is the problem? Yesterday I was feeling good. Today I got a headache or I got a migraine. What is the problem? Well, we're going to make you aware of some things. And this is your process on your way to health. And so when we first found out about this back in 2009, we were, how far do you want to go back?
This,
Okay, so my husband was working. Okay, so my husband, this lady walked up to my husband at one of the places that he was working, and she told him about miracle water.
So do you believe in the divine connection? How many people believe in divine connections, please? Because me, I'm a guy from, I was born and raised in Washington, D.C. area, so the mentality that I had was I didn't believe in anything. Please. But my mind is open now. So with that being said, when I was working at Valley Total Fitness, this lady named Teresa Johnson, we'll never forget her. She was in our lives and out of our lives. And she asked us about this miracle water. She asked me. And when she said miracle water, I immediately said, oh my God. No disrespect, South Carolina, this was in Charlotte. So North Carolina the Carolinas are the Bible Belt state. So I just thought they were praying over water and selling the water.
For profit, trying to make money off of praying over water. Right.
Because I thought water was water. I was working at the gym. They was telling me to drink Gatorades and get hydrated, and you lift weights and you get protein in your body. So I really didn't want to hear anything she had to say. But she said, Mitchell, look, I know you don't believe me. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and give you a gallon of this water, and you try it yourself. So I wanted her to, get a gym membership. She wanted me to try the water, so that was a fair exchange. So with that being said, when I drank the water for myself, what happened was, because of the high content of the oxygen, it went directly to my brain, and I was back online like I was drinking these energy drinks, but it was all a natural flow. So with that being said, after I had tremendous energy, so we went, closed the gym down, went home like a first grader on the first day of school. Donna, look, this woman was talking about miracle water. So let's go ahead and do our research. So we did our research. You know, we want to know if it was a scam. We want to know if it was another.
You know
fad.
how we do. We want to get to that.
So when we were doing our research, the more times we were doing our research, the deeper that we were going into it, the more it made sense to us about water. But think about it. How many people know that your body is 75% water? Show of hands. Okay, this is common sense here. Okay, so if our water is 75% water, and we can't survive without 3 days without water, then shouldn't our main focus be on water? And then shouldn't our focus be on what types of water that our body needs? So when we did that, she said that it was a lady in North Carolina. They call her the water lady. She was giving out this water. And that was Miss Cynthia Bryant. How many people met Miss Cynthia Bryant here? Yes. Okay. So she came up here from North Carolina. So Miss Cynthia Bryant, it was like 60 people in her home, because she has it for her home, like presentations, 3 o'clock every Sunday. So people were giving testimonies. We were seeing good information. And then what happened to me, what convinced me, was the scientific part. Because you can talk to your blue in the face, talk to me to your blue in the face. When you show me scientifically, then what happened was we understood. So we were on board, but we have a why too.
Yeah, so we have a why, and the why ended up being my grandfather. He actually raised me, so I call him Dad. But when we moved back to North Carolina, we found out that my grandfather had colon cancer. And a lot of the stuff that we were playing for you as you were sitting here, we wanted you to just hear from doctors. But he had colon cancer, and we went over to Miss Cynthia's house. Everybody was standing in the room, and they would stand up and tell their testimony about what the water had done for them. And as I'm sitting there, I'm like, wait a minute, this is incredible. Why don't I just give my dad some of this water? So the thought came into my mind. I got some gallons of water. We hadn't even invested in our device yet. We just found out about this water. So I went to my dad. I said, look, do not drink anything else. I don't want you to drink milk, tea, coffee, juice, nothing. Cocoa, I don't want you to drink anything. I want you to just drink this water, and that's it. I said, when you're done, call me, and I'll get you some more. He called me in a few days, got him some more water. This was July 2009. August, when the kids go back to school, my dad looked so good. I omitted to tell you that when he went and he was diagnosed with colon cancer, he went to the hospital, went back for his 30-day checkup after his surgery, and the doctors told him that the cancer had reached his lymph nodes. So it was not, the surgery did not remove everything. So they told him, look, you can take chemo pills or chemotherapy. He chose the chemo pills because he thought that the chemo pills was less invasive. So he took the pills, and within 3 days, he had lost all his pigmentation. He was the darkest shade of black that you could ever imagine. And so that's when I decided to give him the water. Gave him the water. Within a month or two, he just was hydrated again. And so he told the doctors that he would not take any more chemo pills. And 4 years later, this 2013, my dad is 84 years old, and he's still a teacher at a high school in Charlotte, North Carolina. And so, thank you. And that instantly became my why. And actually, oh, I'm sorry, I thought I had his picture up there. So that instantly became my why. And we had not known, anything or anything else, but Mitch decided, after we saw with our dad, how that had helped our dad, Mitch decided to quit his job. 2 months later, October 2009, and we have been on the road sharing this water ever since. We walk up to complete strangers and let them know, look, look what's out there. It's technology out there that can help. And so, we've just been on a ministry of helping people and getting this word out. So here we are, And first we want to say that, number one, after that testimony, that the water does not heal you. Your body heals itself once you get the balance inside of your body. So that's very important to say. I don't want anybody to think that you drink this water and you're healed. The water does not heal you. So first, let's go over the disclosure statement. The statements that are made in this presentation have not been evaluated by the FDA. The products mentioned are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure any disease that you have. Information and statements made are for educational purposes and are not intended to replace your family doctor. So what we always say is, if you're going to the doctor, please, 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 continue to go to the doctor, because you want to see your numbers changing. And we put emphasis on that because we've had people say, Don and Mitch said, if I drink this water, I don't have to take my prescription. So no, Don and Mitch are not telling you that. We're not going to start that in Boston. Continue to see your doctor because you want to know if your high blood pressure numbers are coming down, or if your high cholesterol or diabetes, whatever the situation is. And also let the people know that you're talking to. Don't stop taking your medications and drink this water. If you do, it's on your own risk.